Hunter x Hunter. This is Hunter x Hunter chapter 395, Founding Part 1.
Alternate title. No alternate title.
Oh, okay. Well, last we left off, lots of complicated things are happening. They seemed the Cha'ar and the GU underbosses seem to have found a hideout for the Haley. But you know that hideout is guarded by a trap that if you go into the room, you get teleported somewhere else, and then there'll be people waiting there to shank your ass and kill you and eat you alive, I guess.
It's funny because one of the troop members says, "Oh, well, that wouldn't matter too much because then we'd just get sent to another part of the ship." And I'm like, I guess you guys don't care about anything, huh?
Yeah.
I guess they're just gluttons for gulliness. Like,
yeah,
they're just ready.
Gluttons for gulliness.
Yeah.
Okay, so among other things, the royal guard for Seri, the fourth Prince Seri,
Saradnik.
I'm not
Serendici.
Serendici.
I say Serendici because it sounds very European, which makes it easier to associate with evil.
We're gonna butcher his name on purpose. He's not a good person anyway. So,
fascist Italian Serendici.
Fascist Italian.
Yeah.
So the royal guard for him are like apparently old friends of his, and they are getting the hint that they're being set up for slaughter. Essentially, there are suspicious actions by the Haley that are not being acted on by the police that are on the ship, and the princes don't seem to be acting on it either, giving the impression that they're just waiting for the Haley to give them a reason to slaughter everyone in the lower fucking tiers of this ship so they can make some weird blood ritual sacrifice thing for the battle succession.
So somebody thought that might... All right, it was the cow guy, right? He was the one that surmised... I remember him... There was a chapter where he was like, is that the reason? Because he was already thinking that, okay, people are dying and, like, perhaps, like, it's part of... Like, he was speculating that it's part of the urn ritual, that they needed a bunch of people to die.
Yeah.
But is that a real thing? Is that actually the case? I don't think so. I think there's just...
Nope, that's the conjecture, is that they are allowing the mafia battle to intensify so that the people that are disconnected from... Well, so that people who would have a vested interest in shutting down the mafia so that they don't seem associated to them, the princes, and the Hunter Association that have a vested interest in protecting the princes, go down and fuck up the mafia. So
this is a plan to destroy all the mafias in general?
Yeah, and probably
and the
civilians
princes are complicit.
Somewhat. They're just waiting for a reason. They're just waiting for shit to break out so bad that they'll have no choice but to send hunters down and to fight them. Yeah. And that fight will lead to hundreds of casualties from not just mafia people, but civilians that just happen to be fucking around because they'll be battling with Nen. Right. And that's not going to be good. Anyway, I hope I got that right.
Perhaps we'll see.
I never feel like I do. Anyway, so yeah, the Cha'ar and the Zhu Li battle, the Zhu. I keep fucking up the names now. I'm supposed to be knowledgeable about this. The Yuji
Itadori.
Yeah, the Yuji Itadoris are looking at the map and just be like, this is where the Haley's offices are. And you know, they weren't in the office. They sent the troop over to deal with the hideout. In the meantime, they're gonna go after the pair that Hinrig found and capturing them alive. And he's like, did you explain to the Phantom Troop about the trap? And he was like, yeah, I did. I asked if they had a strategy, but they said it doesn't matter. Cold.
Cold.
They're
They're not worried about anybody else being stronger than them.
they don't
It just
care.
doesn't matter
They
to
don't
them.
care. They're so
like,
strong.
They're like, listen, the only obstacle in our way is just the fact that we don't know where somebody's at.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else is a problem. Not these mafia people, not the princes upstairs, not Kurapika, not Gon or his dad. None of these niggas is a problem to the troop.
Well, Kurapika is a problem for the troop.
Well, they wouldn't be mad. They wouldn't be scared of him.
They
would
would
fight
not
him.
even a little bit.
They can't kill him
Why not?
because he still has his nen in Corolla's heart. No,
No.
They love
the
Krollo that
nen
much?
chain.
No, I think it's. I think like that was a condition that was temporarily. Like he let him go from that.
Oh, okay.
But in any case, they're not looking for him anyway. I don't even think they know he's on the boat. But in any case, the troop that are there are Phaeton, Nobunaga, and Finks, and they pull up to the Haley headquarters, and they investigate it. I guess they don't get sent away immediately, so they're just like looking for the place where the trap would be, and they're like, well, let's try the bathroom. And he's like, well, if the story checks out, the hidden room should be four or five times as large as this room. And Nobunaga's like, again, I don't care if it's a trap. And Finks confirms, sure, as long as the trap sends us somewhere within the ship. But what if it throws us out of the ocean? And he's like, I don't think they would do that. But, let's try it.
Even if it did, we just fight the ocean and beat it anyway. So, whatever.
I'll just cut the ocean.
Yeah.
So
No big
Nobunaga
deal.
does a cool, perfect rectangular cut of the bathroom leading into...
Not a square one?
Is this not... No, it's the sides are not equal. It's a rectangle.
Ah, you're right.
Fool! So yeah, he cuts a perfect rectangle, and then he lets... Phaeton tells the guy to go in first. He's like, you first. The Haley guy enters, and, nothing happens. They actually end up in a headquarters. But it turns out the Haley that were hiding out there are now gone. They've evacuated. Which is not an amateur move like they expected. The troop is under the impression that the Haley are just like amateurs. But the fact that they know that the troop is after them and they left, knowing that they might find them here, that's like, all right, someone is in charge now. Someone's making smart decisions.
Someone's playing games.
Yeah, he's like, Nobunaga notices, he basically says like, hey, these guys are a lot like us, Maybe a switch flip when one of their own was killed. And Finks is like, you keep saying that, but this is different. It's like, you sure? I mean, we were like this in the beginning. We were just in the dark, searching for something, anything. And most of all, resignation and anger were the driving force, am I right? And then all of a sudden, flashback!
Right.
We cut over to Meteor City, and there's a videotape flying through the air that is caught by Franklin, a young Franklin.
Oh, yeah, that's the Frankenstein guy or
Yeah.
whatever, right?
Yeah, he gets a thing that's I guess they think it's like something to teach them a foreign language or so. I believe this is Shalnark, but
What the fuck is Shalnark?
the guy with the cell phone.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he dead now.
Did he not die there when he got hit with the rock or whatever?
No, he died when
He said, I'm going to kill you 9 more times.
Yeah, but that was like he was just like fucking around. I guess he's gonna
Oh.
like beat him up.
Okay.
In any case, he's there with Krollo, a young Krollo, and they seem to be running around because they've stolen something, and they were caught by a young Maki.
Yo, be honest. Does Krollo look like he's worried? at
No,
all
he
in
is
any-
not. He's not worried.
He's not worried at all in any of these panels.
Yeah, they seem to have stolen this tape from Uvogin's territory. That's a name that we haven't heard in a while because he's dead now. So yeah, he's apparently living with a young Machi, and
Oh, that girl, right? That's the nurse?
yeah, that's Machi.
Yeah.
And Shalnark is like, he's an idiot. I think he's Shalnark at least. He's an idiot. He's gonna kill us anyway. There's no way we're gonna do what he says. And he just gets fucking beamed by some kind of pencil. What is this? I
He
know
got
what
hit
it
with
is.
something
He
really
got,
fucking
yeah,
hard.
it knocked him out.
He's a Nendro.
Yeah, and Uvogin comes down to take care of them once and for all. Franklin hands the tape over to Krollo, and Franklin and Uvogin get into a fist fight. And while they're fighting, Chrollo runs away, but they are intercepted by a young Finks. And I think this is actually Nobunaga. Because I don't know if it would make sense for Phaeton, because Phaeton seems like very young.
Right, like he wasn't born yet.
Yeah.
That could be Phaeton. He looks like he
It
doesn't
could be
care.
Phaeton.
Yeah, I think it's Phaeton.
I don't know.
think it's
Come on, look at his
Nobunaga.
eyes. Does he? I hate to keep saying this, but come on. Does it look like he cares about anything that's happening in these
I
panels?
don't know. It could be Nobunaga.
No. I'm just saying. Like, does it look like he cares though? Nobunaga
No.
cares about life. Remember, he cared about Gon.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be Phaeton.
The other kid, he does not care about anything. He is the mascot for the troop.
Yeah.
He is the troopsman's troopsman.
Yeah.
Of not
Phaeton?
caring, it doesn't matter. I'm better than you. There's no one in this world that can stop him.
Phaeton and Finks are a duo. They're like always together. So
Yeah, I
it
don't
makes
know.
sense for that to be.
Yeah, but Phaeton's significantly
Phaeton.
younger than them, no?
Yo, look how Phaeton looked though.
I don't
Look
know.
at him.
I don't think they ever said.
He's a little boy.
Yeah, so that could be him.
No, he's just short.
Yeah, but if they're all little
Maybe he's
kids
just short.
at that time, then
Not
how
all
is-
of them are little kids.
Nobunaga looks like he would be a kid. They're all kids.
I don't
You
think
think
that's Nobunaga.
Nobunaga's that much younger than the other guy?
Yeah, I don't think Nobunaga showed up in this chapter.
We'll have to see.
He looks too timid in the face.
One of us will be right next week. And it'll be me.
Pluto.
Anyway, so Mystery Man and Finks show up. Finks is like, hey, got something good, Chrollo? We're nicer than Uvo. Hand it over. We'll promise we'll give it back to you later. Man, Finks looked terrifying back in the day. And he just yoinks the tape and runs off on his weird motorcycle thing. We then get to Chrollo arriving at this big house in the middle of Meteor City. And he's basically arrived there for some reason. This is like some kind of sanctuary of some sort.
Oh, there's a reason. There's a bunch of text. There's got to be a reason in there somewhere.
Yeah, they explained that people born in Meteor City don't have certificates of social identity to prove their existence. There were reprobates who twisted that fact to mean these people who don't exist don't count as human, and therefore it was not a crime to hunt them. So apparently at some point, Meteor City allied with the Mafia, exchanging personnel for a guarantee of safety. So basically, the Mafia looks after this place. Subsequent to their ties with the Mafia growing, stronger Nen abilities began to manifest within the Elders, giving rise to a pledge that eventually became the Law of Retribution. Only life can compensate for life. We'll accept anything you leave here, but don't ever take anything away from us. So, yeah.
That's the girl with the nose.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Didn't she die?
Getting ahead of ourselves, but yes.
How'd she die?
Oh, yeah. She died because
Kurapika.
Kurapika made her a condition that if she told the rest of the troop anything about Kurapika, that she would die.
Oh, and she was like, "I'll take that L, no problem."
Yeah, she said, "I'll take that.
Yo,
No problem."
why is the Phantom Troop filled with real niggas, yo? All of them.
Well,
They're
anyway,
the main characters of the series, yo.
Anyway, speaking of that, Chrollo pulls up to this weird classroom where a young Pakunoda is. And honestly, when I first saw this, I was like, "Oh, Paku."
She looks so like
Innocent
Not
and-
fucking
innocent.
ugly.
She looks so happy.
Yeah.
She looks like a foot in the future.
You need to stop.
Dude, you don't speak ill of the dead. So anyway, they're just chilling at this church, and Chrollo decides to share the tape that he got. Apparently, I forgot to mention this, but like when he gave Sphinx the tape, he was actually keeping a real tape. You know, he I guess swapped out the tapes so that Finks would take the wrong one, but he got the real one. Is Learning Gelman Volume 20, and basically, we get a little scene of I guess these elders in Meteor City talking about how fucking cool Chrollo is, and that he should the elders should meet him. And he's like, it would be wonderful if you could help us solve the various plagues across the city. But he's really just sitting down watching Power Rangers with Pakunoda. And it's a cute moment. These like they're called the Power Cleaners in this universe. The mighty sweeping Power Cleaners. Yeah. Rip Tommy. Honestly. In any case, they're just like watching it, and he's like, let's invite everybody over to watch it. And he's like, well, we don't really understand what they're saying, but Chrollo brings up the idea. So like, if we want everybody else to watch it, I have a favor to ask. You want to make a dub? And thus the Power Cleaners Abridged series was born.
That's lit.
Basically the idea is to get all the kids together and make a dub for this series. It's very cute, I guess. Very wholesome, and the kids get to pick their roles and in this kid dub of Mighty Morphin Power Cleaners, we get a little like weird silent moment where there's this black van and there's these people inside with bags over their heads. I bet one of them is Hisoka. I don't know why I said that, but I just had a fucking weird urge to be like.
I mean, he joins the fan troop at some point.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if they leave people or they take people. I don't really know, but they drive away, and it looks like the kids are getting started on their English dub. Sub is better of Power Cleaners, and that's where the chapter ends. Weirdly enough, that was Hunter x Hunter chapter 395. Josh, what did you think about this chapter?
This came out of nowhere, man. I mean, we had Nobunaga being super cool, cutting rectangles, and then we got transported to the past in Meteor City. So I didn't know how to feel. This whole time, reading it on my own, I had no idea that any of these extra characters were troop members.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
It's Franklin, it's Chrollo, it's
I only knew that was Chrollo, I think, because they said their name.
Yeah, they mentioned that this was Uvogin.
I don't know
Machi.
who that is.
Uvogin was the first one that Kurapika.
I don't remember.
It's
any
the
of
big
their
guy.
Names. I don't remember any of their names. I know who he is now. But as soon as you said it, I was like, oh yeah, Frankenstein. That's what he looks like, Frankenstein. He has like nail in his head, doesn't he?
Not now, but eventually.
Yeah.
No, he has
eventually.
stitches and a weird gauge.
Yeah, in his head, right?
And he has guns for fingers.
Ooh. Oh yeah, that's his thing. Where's the vacuum girl? She's the best.
Oh, she's not there. She's not here yet either.
But she is the best, isn't she?
I guess so, yeah.
She can't be beat either.
I don't know if she can be beat.
She can't be beat. Yeah, so again, that's why I love redoing these series with you guys, like rereading them, because I learn a lot. So, yeah, this was a nice, cute, little, well-rounded backstory that I don't have much more to say about.
Brian, what did you think?
This is my RGC.
Oh, it's also mine. So,
Hey.
and it's also.
RGC certified.
What?
RGC certified.
Well, I'll let it finish, but this is also the audience voted really good chapter of the week. So congratulations, Hunter x Hunter. You won one. This is the first time it's won since it came back. It's okay. You made your decision already.
What happened?
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter.
What did I miss in this chapter?
Hunter x Hunter won by 57% of the vote. Meaning it probably was tied up until this. So.
Oh my god.
Hunter.
You got... Yeah, what? Is it because it was Chrollo's backstory?
Yeah,
No, it's because it's
probably.
the Phantom Troop.
Oh! Yeah, you're right. You can't forget. It's like Chrollo, but times 8.
I feel like you can't decide whether you're like bitter about it or not.
I'm not bitter about it.
Yeah, it sounds like you are.
Because that was a big reaction.
I mean, it's funny. All right, I'm not bitter about the Phantom Troop. I'm bitter about people who are so hype about
Oh,
them.
God, here we go.
Yeah, I ain't shit.
Because they're such a good group. Honestly, it's...
They are, but I'm annoyed that other people like
Josh,
it too.
you spent this entire chapter praising them, and then you're like, other people like them? Blech.
Yeah, that's just how it works.
All right.
You know
anyway.
why I chose the grass starter in the newest Pokemon game?
Because nobody else would.
Everybody wanted the fire and water type.
Brian, continue with your thoughts.
Anyway, I really enjoyed this chapter, primarily because, all right, so first things first, I love the trio of Finks, Nobunaga, and Feitan.
I bet you do.
Nobunaga and Finks are my favorites of the Phantom Troupe.
Aside from Crow, though.
Yeah, Crow's like 3 for me, I guess.
I guess.
But it's cool to see those 3 together. I also am a big Nobunaga fan. And
Is it because you don't really know what his ability is, but what you do know is that he's cool?
we don't know his ability, but he also, the way that he carries himself is like very interesting. It's very unique to the group. Because he kind of operates in his own world, kind of similar to Crollo, really, where they both operate by their own logic, like essentially, where everybody else kind of works together. Him and Crollo kind of can operate on their own. So I think that's part of why I'm really interested in what Nobunaga is about, because he has so much mystery about him. But anyway, what really brought this chapter around for me was the whole Meteor City backstory, because we're finally probably going to get answers as to why the fuck the Phantom Troupe did what they did to the Kurta clan. Like, here they're like all innocent little kids, and eventually they become people who rip the eyes out of an entire group of people and sell them to the highest bidder.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
The Phantom Troupe killed Kurapika's people and then ripped their eyes out and then sold it to the highest
For the
bidder.
sake of, because they know people wanted their eyes,
Yeah, they're
right?
thieves.
Yeah, we don't know why. We don't know why
Because they
that
wanted the
happened.
money.
But
They
we don't know-
needed the money.
But we don't know why they became this way, and
They're living
everything
trash.
and everything that we see from the Phantom Troupe now doesn't necessarily line up with that brutal of a fucking
I get what
attack,
you're saying. Maybe
Like,
this clan was more insidious than I mean, what would Kurapika know?
I don't.
How old
Listen.
was he when this clan died? Was he like Sasuke?
pretty young.
age?
He was young. He was
around.
Sasuke age, yeah.
Younger
But
than the
he
Skate?
survived the Phantom Troupe. He survived that attack because he went to become a hunter. Though I think that's what
No,
happened.
he left because he was like, he became a hunter so he could find the eyes.
But in chapter 0, he got sent away
That's a chapter
for
0?
something. Yeah, there's a chapter 0 that covers.
Yeah,
the
but I don't
Kurta
think it was the
clan
hunter thing
massacre.
because he left to become a hunter because of the eye thing.
He already knew that like he already had that edge to
Yeah.
him.
I think something
From the ship, from the boat, bro. He already had the edge.
I don't recall exactly what happened, but in chapter 0, I think he got sent away by some. Actually, there's a girl that appears in this chapter that was in chapter 0.
Oh.
That shows up here, and I'm not 100% sure about the context behind all everything that happened with chapter 0 and all that, but this does tie the Phantom Troupe, or that girl alone ties the Phantom Troupe to the Kurta clan massacre. So there's that, and I'm really curious to see what comes up with this stuff, because they have to thread a really fine line here. With everything going on with like do we end up hating the Phantom Troupe after this backstory? Do we end up liking them, but then also being like, all right, so Kurapika's pissed off because his asshole family died? Like, what's gonna end up happening here? I'm a little nervous. But I'm really excited to actually get some answers regarding all this stuff, though. So I'm super excited to see more of the Phantom Troupe. I love these guys.
I miss the
Yeah.
Kurta clan.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in the same boat. I didn't know that we would get this right now, and when we started getting it, I was like, oh God. Oh God, it's happening. And, I was so excited. I think like the Phantom Troop are one of the funnest villain groups out there. It is interesting to see their beginnings, that they were all like kind of not mortal enemies, because they are like kind of fucking around here. They're not like actually trying to kill each other, but they were like not together for a while, and they were kind of adversarial in a cool way that I liked.
In a cool way.
In a cool way, I guess how kids can be as innocent as kids could be. I like the little pairings, Shalnark, Franklin, Krollo, Machi, and Uvogin. Fucking, it makes me want to go back and finish my.
He was part of the crew.
Yeah, Uvogin's the big beast guy.
He was the first.
He died already.
Yeah, he was the first one from
killed him.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. That is Uvogin.
Yeah, they called him Uvo.
Yeah, he was the first one from the Phantom Troop to die.
Yeah, it's Uvogin.
He deserved that death, though.
That's true. He did. I mean, in theory,
They
they're not.
all do.
Listen, they're all not good people, but they are fascinating and fun characters.
Yo, you think Kurapika's gonna be mad tight when he found out Hisoka killed two of them?
No.
How dare he kill them before him?
I feel it would be conflicted. He was like, I want to do it, but he's not going to be like.
How does he feel about Hisoka?
Not.
They don't
not good.
talk much. They're not really a.
They're
No,
not
they had
friends.
an agreement. Didn't they? They communicated or something. I think Kurapika separates him from the rest of the spiders.
No, because Hisoka, he was only working with Hisoka because he was setting up the other spiders.
Right. Oh.
So
yeah.
But he was like, "Come for you too, motherfucker." Anyway, it is.
He probably asked him if he stole his family's eyes, and Hisoka was
No.
like, "Yeah." Even if whether he did or didn't,
Yeah,
it was
he's
like,
just like,
that. If I say yes, will you want to fight me later?
yeah.
I feel like
did.
Hisoka is a gray area for Kurapika's Nen when it comes to the chains. Just because he's not a spider anymore, but he was a spider, so would the chains still work on him?
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. I feel like it wouldn't work on him because he's technically not a spider anymore.
Emperor Dolphin. That has nothing to do with the troop, by
Also,
the way.
if he uses the chains on people who aren't spiders,
He dies.
He dies, right?
Yes.
So yeah, that's a.
That's why he
gamble.
can only use like that chain on them.
That specific one,
He has an insta kill basically chain
just for the troop.
just for the troop.
And the rest is just other cool abilities that
Yes.
are so edge because they steal his life and stuff.
Yeah, crawling.
Dog, he was sleep. He had that shit activated for 9 hours, and he loses.
Yeah,
He loses what, a minute of his life for every second?
He loses like an hour.
He loses an hour every second.
No.
Yep. Man's gonna die at 43.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He's gonna die at 52.
How many seconds are an hour? 60 minutes in an hour. 60 times 60 is 6 times 6 is 36. 3,600?
Yeah.
There's 3,600 seconds in an hour.
We're not doing this math here.
3,600 times 9. What's 36 times 9? 9 times 30 is... I'm not doing this.
Yeah. Anyway.
I can't.
Yeah, Brian, if
Thanks,
you can
Brian.
find a way to do that math,
How much life did he lose? I need
maybe
to know
you could
this.
Google it. Maybe somebody else did the math for us and we could just use the answer. But in any case, yeah, I like this chapter a lot. I wasn't expecting a Phantom Troop backstory. I'm glad we're finally getting it. This has been a group just filled with mystery, and I'm excited to see how it goes for them. I'm hoping that we get the whole history here. I don't think we will. I feel like we'll get little scratching of the surface of it because we're starting way, way, way back when they were kids.
So he lost 5 years of his life
Oh,
after using it for 12 hours.
That's it? Thought it was more than that, actually. To be honest.
I'll tell you
Thought
what.
He lost like 10 years of his life.
I'll tell you what. I agree. I was also like, that was less than I thought, but that still sucks.
I mean, because, like, all right, like the years from 85 to 80, like, whatever.
Yeah, but he's also got to use it a bunch more times, I imagine.
True. And you know what? Maybe he was really supposed to die at 30.
Dude, I feel
Because
like by
he's
the
a
end,
Nen guy.
I feel like by the end of this, he's gonna leave like with a lifespan of 52. because he has to use Emperor time a whole lot more. I feel.
Poor Karapika. He loves it. He can't wait to die after he finishes his
He
mission
just wants to get the eyes back.
and then join the rest of his family.
But all right, whatever. Anyway, that was a good chapter. I'm so excited. My really good chapter of the week. The audience's really good chapter of the week. And if you guys want to vote on your favorite, subscribe to the channel and tune in, because we put the poll up on the YouTube channel nowadays. Maybe a few hours after it comes out on Viz's official website. So check us out on that, or maybe the next day, depending on how lazy I am.